Hi, y'alls. Welcome to Sidetracks, our off-season backwards beats attempts to keep you entertained as we let the top 500 list cool off for a second.
I will say we will guarantee to entertain you.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Mainly because this is one of the better segments I think we've ever come up with. If you haven't checked out season 1's side content while we took a break there, we came up with a little game called Convince Me.
We did.
The way it works is simple. Dan and I will each choose an album off of our own Headspace list. Mine still looks like the Winamp interface in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know how you see yours. It really whips the llama's ass. And we will say, hey, bud, this probably / isn't on Rolling Stone's list. You should give this a listen. I think you will like it. Or at least I'm interested on your input.
Sure. And we've already done this. Now this is our fourth time.
This will be the fourth.
Wow, I can count.
I like when my programmers can count.
You know what's also good is as a drummer, I should at least be able to count to 4.
We only play in 3. We only play waltzes.
Yeah.
And obladi oblada. Okay, so I gave you a task and assigned you an album. Mm-hmm. The album is by a lesser-known band called The Urge. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, their third studio work. It's called Too Much Stereo. It was released in 2000.
That's correct. July 18th on Immortal Records.
How about Immortal? People know about them. Mm-hmm. It's like not a small label.
Yeah. I was surprised. I'm not sure. I didn't do an album count, but they were formed in 1987.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about their third effort. I owned what I thought was all of their albums, or at least the first 3. I think there's one after this too.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research on it, but yeah, they formed in 87. And, they're known, I guess, for blending a bunch of genres together. Their first breakthrough was in 1995.
Was that Jump Right In with Nick Hexum?
That was Receiving the Gift of Flavor.
Oh, that was the album Receiving the Gift. So, I'm looking at the discography right now. Yeah, Receiving the Gift of Flavor, 96 is what they have it as. Yeah. Master of Styles, 98, which I think you were hip to.
I'm familiar with that album. Not intimately, but yeah.
No, that's like one of those things you stumble over in college, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. And then only 2 years later, Too Much Stereo. And then I remember a few years later, oh, wow. Oh, this is the live. This is a live album, which I don't know that quite counts towards discography in my mind.
Yep.
But then Galvanized was their last one, and they redid Receiving the Gift Flavor, and then a couple little offs. So it was really kind of a core 4.
Yeah. So why, Carl? Why'd you do this to me?
I really wanted to pick something that was lesser known, first and foremost. And I wanted to be true to the task. I thought back, what albums influenced me the most when I was really starting to embrace music as the primary thing I did. Mm-hmm. I didn't really care about my bartender job. I didn't have any ambition to go into a crazy business. I had no real drive there. Music was kind of how I was sliding by as I stumbled through life. I was watching, people who were like type A around me, but just like Luddites and less communicative and caring and empathetic be successful. And I was a little pissy at the world. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, this music just spoke to me. I stumbled over it because it's kind of like part ska, because there's these great horns. I played horn as a kid. There's these powerful vocals. The rock stuff behind it is awesome. Yep. There's elements of reggae, which I think come with the ska thing. I think we found it because of the tune I think I mentioned, which is Jump Right In, which was a tune that Nick Hexum from 311, lead singer from 311, was featured on their album, which I think helped lift them.
Yeah.
I know that they definitely have joined them in a supporting role on stage before.
Yep.
Urge to 311, that is, not 311 to Urge.
Correct. I saw that in a little research I did.
Yeah, probably. And, they're not nothing, but they certainly aren't well known. I put them in the same field as like kind of where like Less Than Jake and Goldfinger and a couple of the other bands at the time I was listening to really dialed in. And, you know, when you don't have a gun to your head to be super commercial, you do really creative things.
Yeah. They also toured with another band that I know you're a big fan of that I happen to enjoy quite a bit is Incubus.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
And that's all family.
Yep. And Korn.
It's great. Korn is having a moment again.
Yeah. Good for them.
90s alt rock's having a massive moment right now.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I love me some Korn.
You see how much Limp Bizkit air's happening?
We'll talk about Limp Bizkit later.
Oh, man.
Yes, we will.
Oh, think about it. All right.
That's exactly the song we'll...
Yes.
That's exactly the song.
Oh, didn't they just lose their bassist? Didn't he just pass?
Oh, I know Chester.
No, that was an old.
Yeah, that was
Chester was Linkin Park.
Oh, sorry.
I think I'm pretty sure Limp Bizkit lost a member recently, which is sad. Anyway,
yeah.
What research did you do? Because I can't help you. Know that you did research on this.
I just did a little bit. I mean, it started off with Carl.
Spell the right way?
With a K.
No.
Carl, as in
Shame.
Karl Marx, yeah.
Shame.
Carl Grable. Jeff Herschel on drums. Pat Malchik on guitar. And they had a few singers before they got Steve Ewing.
Steve's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve's very, very unique, but also very comfortable.
Yeah. He's such the character. It's like you know him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Like out of the gate.
You hear every word this guy says.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a fantastic singer. And yeah, so they blend ska, reggae, some punk, some metal for sure. And basically they were a live band is what kind of got them into the world. And I can see that because
the energy.
The energy from the album is like always at 11. And so, yeah, this album here, you know, it came out, you know, and where are they from? They're from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah.
Man, I would have put them in Long Beach any day of the week.
Yeah,
right?
That's why I want to mention that because this does not sound like a St. Louis, like, you know, when you hear them for sure. Not that I know what St. Louis sounds like, but.
Nelly. It only sounds like Nelly.
Yeah.
Now the urge.
Yeah. Yeah, and we already sort of covered a lot of the other stuff. You know, they're praised for their energy but they're criticized for a lack of cohesion. I thought that was interesting because I feel this album is very cohesive.
Right? Isn't it insane to you when you hear that a band can't get along for whatever reasons, but they play so well?
Yeah. Like when I saw that it was that they're criticized for lack of cohesion, maybe it's across their discography. First listen, of course, my first listen, I was not paying attention, to be fair. My first listen, I'm like, oh, I got, because they're very consistent and the energy is high, I felt a lot of the sameness.
Yeah.
Because they are consistent. It's not one song that is the same on this album once you like turn your ears on and pay attention. But because they're so consistent as players, they do have some, you know what's so funny is remember when we were talking about Soweto? This sounds nothing like West African music, but we talked about there's some cool intro, and then they would go into the song.
Yep.
And they kind of follow that mold. Like sometimes the intro is like, what is happening? And then they get into a regular song, and they don't often revisit that intro.
Yeah, no, it's like, here's a creative musician thing, and then here's like a standard issue song to follow it up.
Yeah, yeah. It's just so funny because I'm like, hey, look at that. So that was, and maybe that was the pattern initially I was seeing. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, there's something bonkers, and then there's a really good song after it, you know. So it took me a couple listens before it was something I'm like, all right, I hear what we're going for. It was probably like listen 3 that I'm like, there are moments throughout the entire thing. I'm like, what is happening? There's phenomenal playing throughout this entire album.
Yeah, the musicianship is incredibly high caliber.
Yeah. And it's the funny thing about this album to me so far is that for how good they are, I'm surprised that they aren't more known. I was aware of the Ski Helmet album, right? But not aware. I'd heard songs off of it, and I have a couple songs out there that are in my liked Spotify.
Yeah, Master of Styles.
Yep. But the band I was going to give you for Convince Me, which I'm not going to say who that is a band that actually had more success than this band, but then went through a period of relegation, and it was almost infinite relegation. They had a really big moment. I'm not sure these guys ever had their big moment, but what bothers me about the other band that will probably be your next season's Convince Me, it was almost this season, is that they were so well liked and so talented, and then I'll say just maybe the ecosystem changed a little bit, and they were forgotten about and potentially miscategorized in history for what type of music they played. I don't want to give up any more than that.
That's yeah.
And so
now I'm fascinated.
So it made me think like these guys should have been more popular.
Yeah, I feel like Master of Styles is when the moment was supposed to hit. Mm-hmm. And it was like, all right, guys, like you had your freshman and your sophomore album and nothing like kaboomed.
Right.
This had the ability to get really good airplay. If you listen to the production, it's got this coat of gloss across the whole thing. It's fantastic. It's powerful. There's a song on here for literally everybody.
Yeah.
And if you listen to both Master of Styles and whatever the one, Receiving the Gift of Flavor, the two albums that prior to this, they're much more like punk and stuff.
Yeah.
And here they get rounded out, and it's just a finely tuned album. I think it was one album too late.
That could be it. Yeah.
I think it's almost what you were just saying. I think by 2000, the scene had moved. 98 already was a little late, for this.
Yeah. I'm just shocked that they started in 87.
Yeah, how about that?
And they marinated for, I mean, whatever. I mean, you could be in a band for a long time before anyone pays attention to you.
Everything hits, yeah. Before you get the dough together to go put the albums out.
Yep.
Who knows?
Yeah. And the important part to me about the 1987 thing is with everything we've talked about, and one of your favorite bands, or maybe your favorite band of all time is 311.
Sure, we all have that one band that like you will grip onto forever. Yeah. Kiss for you in that sense. Yeah, 311's been around since 88.
Yep.
They're the second longest running band with all original members.
Yeah. And so you already mentioned, we already talked about 311 in this episode, and there's a friendship there.
Yep.
Musically. There's definitely, here's a love child between 311 and, I'll say that like 3 times on this album.
Yep.
But I also feel like they're not afraid of the 80s still.
Yeah.
In some of the musical choices they put in here, and it's fantastic because it doesn't
some of the delays on the guitars and stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah, or even just some of like the vocal lines.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Balladeer, like pulling from Journey stuff. Mm-hmm. There's no question about it. Listening to Steve sing he's such a trip.
Yeah.
Like I can't really think of any other singers who hit like him. I'm sure there's some, once again, that Jason Field that he just, I don't know, he's so compelling.
Yeah. Yeah, I was having a hard time nailing down exactly who he sounds like. He does sound like, maybe he sounds like a couple of people, and maybe that could potentially be a curse.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
but it's such a distinct voice, though. His timbre is strictly his.
Yep.
I think his approach, he's so bold,
Yep.
I think his approach is what makes it appealing. He might have one of those voices that you love or hate.
Yeah. It could be. I love it.
I like me too.
Yeah.
I'm totally blinded by it.
Yeah. That's what I got for the beginning.
Okay. Well, let's take a quick break and then walk us through the tracks.
Hi, my name is Haywood, and I am an expert in basically everything that matters. Before I took the Overnight Express course, I was just a regular idiot with regular opinions. Now I have the answers. All of them. Yesterday I was Googling about the deep state, and today I'm drawing diagrams for strangers at the bus stop explaining how the shadow government communicates exclusively through nanobots hidden inside the food supply. And aliens? Don't get me started, except I will because I'm an expert now. I used to think that UFO sightings were all hoaxes. After the course, I learned how to properly decode the grainy footage until it becomes evident that the lizard delegation isn't just orbiting us. They're running orderly performance reviews on humanity. And let me tell you, I've seen the memos. I've charted their whole operation on my kitchen wall. Yard everywhere, like a blood splatter expert. Now I'm holding reality together with office supplies and receipts from the stores I refuse to step inside anymore because I've decoded the barcodes and they're broadcasting at frequencies that are causing infertility. Some people say I come off a little strong, but that's just the price of enlightenment. For example, at my cousin's wedding, I gave a 30-minute toast about how the moon landing studio probably doubled as a secret flat earth correction facility. Some folks left early, but others stared at me with that frozen look that means that they're processing the hard truths. Honestly, I owe everything to the overnight expert course. I used to lie awake at night, unsure about the world. Now I lie awake because I'm connecting the dots so fast my brain feels like it's vibrating. If you want the confidence to walk into any room and announce you've cracked the biggest mysteries of the universe with absolute certainty, don't bother with research. Just take the course. It worked for me, and I'm basically unstoppable now.
I'm trying to think of different things you can stuff into turkey.
Like?
Well, non-food items that might be a fun surprise for people to carve into.
Non-food items.
Non-food items. But they can't be toxic.
Okay.
You don't really change the taste of the already not so great turkey.
Right. So not like a days of the week underwear pack or something like that.
No. I'm thinking even if you stuffed it in post once it's dressing, what would be a fun joke to pull out of a turkey?
Videotape?
Like a VHS. You're going to get a big bird to get that up in the cavity. You just pull it up the VHS, you're like, Christmas 93. I got a He-Man power sword.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess I've definitely seen a turkey big enough you could get a VHS in that cavity.
I mean, did you ever watch Friends?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen the episodes you have to see.
All right. So
I remember Smelly Cat.
Do you remember Monica with the turkey on her head?
No.
It was a giant turkey.
I remember. Okay, well there you go. You could definitely get a VHS up in that thing.
Yep.
I remember that Ross had the Moist Maker though, which was his favorite sandwich post Thanksgiving. That someone stole.
Yep.
I do remember that was a thing.
That's good. That's where Meat Sweats came from.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. Wow. They got okay. Maybe you should go give friends a watch at one point in time.
Yeah.
We grew up on the. I just didn't watch that much Friends. We watched Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
We watched
Same time.
West Wing. We watched Frasier. Baby, I hear the little calling. Toss it in scrambled eggs. That song's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great song.
You know what other song's awesome? Song number 1, What Is This?
What is this?
By the band The Urge off their 2000 release, Too Much Stereo. Lead the way, Dan. Tell me about your listening experience.
Well, this song comes right in with this big old buzzy bass thing that sounds like Supermassive Black Hole by Muse.
Yeah, nice.
And I know immediately why you like these guys, because right here this is 311 bass camp in many ways to me, the way the song is formulated. However, hopefully this won't sound bad.
Speak your mind.
Vocally, the singing cadence, I get an essence of Ed Robinson singing 1 week slower. But when they actually there's a breakdown, which is almost Chickadee China. Except way slower. It doesn't sound anything like Bare Naked Ladies, but the rap breakdown, God, I could do Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken over that easily. And because they're harmonizing too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're always these really tight harmonies. He does a kind of a spoken sing thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what you're getting is a lot of bounciness.
Yeah.
It's a very bouncy melodic line.
The groove is awesome.
Oh yeah.
And it's super catchy chorus. And the reason I get 311 out of this is the guitar tone. Sometimes in some of 311's guitar tone, I don't even know I've never know how to describe their guitar tone. And
It's
songs
hard. Like it's like really, really distorted, but it's compressed to death.
Yeah, like Beautiful Disaster, like
Precisely.
a song like that.
You get this, it's just this velvet wall.
Yeah. So I get that tone, but it's much more open in here. So I feel, and some of it's coming with the buzz that you're getting there. So I'm like, oh, there's definitely a friendship going on here.
Totally.
Banger of an opening song. Makes you want to dance.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's got, it's got a ska feel without being true ska because they straighten it out with their power chords.
And there's a bridge in here.
Yeah.
Because hard minor.
Yep.
Like
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is a fantastic opener, which, starting with a question.
Yeah.
What is this? Because even though I said I got some sameness, a lot of that sameness was mostly energy level. Mm-hmm. But, Carl's bass playing is, should I just say across every song, just cooks.
Yes. He's
phenomenal.
Carl's stolen a lot from Carl.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
Oh my God. And we were talking off mic before about string control and some of the stuff he's playing there. Like it's not in this song so much, but later on I even get like it's not muted like Rocco Prestia, but like precise like Rocco.
Yeah.
Like it's phenomenal. Some of the bass playing that we're going to hear on this album. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
It's rounder and more open. It's not because Rocco is very muted. And,
Ticket.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was keeping up with Garibaldi and
Right.
a lot of like 30-second 16th note combinations.
Right.
No, here you get a more melodic approach on bass.
And this is good. This is more like a
He's not stuck. Yeah, but he's playing a bass line. He's not
Mm-hmm.
stuck just playing like root stuff,
Not at all.
Yeah.
He knows all the tensions.
And that is them through and through.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the whole catalog.
Yeah.
I'm glad you appreciate that.
Yeah. But I will say there was a little too much stereo.
That's moving to song number.
Oh, song number 2. Yes.
Two.
Yeah.
The title track.
Yeah. Vocally here, I get a little Offspring.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
He's probably a better singer than Dexter, but I'll give it to him.
The drum fills throughout this song are
So good. And the placement of them.
yeah. Like if you're a drummer and you don't know this band, just listen to this song because there are drum fills that would get you fired from most bands for sure.
Man, you timed that one well.
Yeah. But they're so good. They're tasteful and everything.
Well, the cool part is the guitars will hit with them on the downbeat.
Yeah.
And hit them
Yeah.
on the up,
Yeah. And again, the vibe is going, like I'm walking into this. I'm from song 1 to song 2. I'm at a party. This song is actually the banger on the album, right? This is this is the most listened to song at almost 2 million, 1.8.
Yeah, by a long run.
And I get it. Because they know how to write a hook. This is a masterclass in hook writing, really. And it shows that they really could have had a moment.
It's really cool that they open the song on the chorus, which already is
Yeah.
a wildly catchy line.
Yeah.
Last night was a bitch for me. I didn't even see it coming.
Right.
Those are the words.
Yeah.
And that's their chorus. It's
I
so
know.
incredible. Until it turns into a hoedown.
Yeah. Right. Which is great. Absolutely love that. Yeah.
There's the other one last thing about the chorus in this one that I think is really nice. They do this great layering technique over the course of the song where there's that counter melody, to support him.
Yep.
So it just elevates that chorus more.
Yeah. Yeah. And it like, again, we talked about the playing. Everyone's good. Everyone sings well. They harmonize fantastically.
Yeah, I
throughout
think
this album.
it's a lot of Steve stacks, but I know at least 1 or 2 of them also do it. And remember, they also have horn support.
Yeah.
That just do harmony walls with them.
They do. I watched a little bit of live stuff, and they're hitting some harmonies.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like if you can play this well, it's kind of a prerequisite.
Yeah, I guess your ears that good because you're playing some weird stuff.
Yep.
Weirdly weird. Weird stuff.
Weird.
This is unlike the album I gave you, which is actually weird.
Yes.
Right. What's awesome here is there's some fantastic like chord notes that pass through phrases that happen. The songs are all very diatonic. There's nothing you're not going to lose your mind here. But like again, Carl's bass playing, he knows all the tensions.
Steve knows a few of them too.
He sure does. Yeah, he's not singing root notes and thirds all the time.
No, and I think sustain is the best word. They'll move through a section and keep sustaining tones. They'll do it a lot more towards the end of the album.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's just these aren't pop songs. They're just a little more special, and you know the musicianship's there, and the production and the recording, the execution's so good. Mm-hmm. There's none of the songs on this album, to me personally, feel like they're lacking an instrument, which I really like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very full production. And I really appreciate that. Again, everything in its sonic space. And if you want to sit down and listen to fantastic musicians, I used to do this. Actually, I used to do this with the album Pictures of Nectar by Fish. I would sit down because they're all phenomenal musicians, and I listened to that album like 3 or 4 times, and I'm just gonna listen to the drums. I'm just gonna listen to the bass and like focus on each thing.
Isolated listening.
Yeah, which is kind of nerdy, but you could do that here. It's produced so well.
Yeah.
There's a lot more sonic space. They fill out the space a little bit more, but you can hear everything, and it's beautifully recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really enjoyable. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
All right. So third song, what do they know?
They knew a few things.
About what?
So the song starts off pretty interesting with this like weird, like distorted riser. And there's this drum groove feel that reminds me of the song Pepper by Butthole Surfers.
I don't mind the sun sometimes.
Until it becomes almost like a Radiohead song.
I hear this.
With the acoustic guitar.
Dry acoustic.
Yep.
Not standard tuning.
No.
That is a rich, deep note. That does not even sound like D. That might be something else.
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember what it is. I actually did like hit it on the piano, but I didn't write it down.
I mean, it's awesome. And it's like crystal clear.
Yeah. Beautifully produced. And you go through this very vibey, like acoustic thing with a cool drum groove. And then you're just getting to a full on rock chorus.
Yeah, it's wild. There's some pretty cool horns in there too.
Yep. Yeah. And so they're layered in, but the reason I talk about the rock chorus is the grit that Steve uses on his voice is fairly distinct. It's more of a growl than regular grit.
Yeah.
He's like doing like more there in his voice. I'm not even getting it right. That sounds stupid what I just did, but it's not because that's not how he sounds, but it's not raspy and distorted in your typical way.
He just changed his character.
Yeah.
And he has a few of those kind of things he can do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's vocal fry. We'll have to ask a pro, but
yeah, it's not, it's more like, I'm going to do this. It's more like that than, but it doesn't sound, it sounds good. Like he's singing it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a change of energy.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like Dave Grohl screaming.
No.
Grit.
Which in its own right is great.
It's fantastic.
Sometimes it sounds like Dave Grohl drumming.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic drums in this. And then one of the things I like about this entire album actually is they're good arrangers, because even though the songs themselves for the most part they're standard songs, they're not like
the chord changes aren't doing anything to blow your mind.
Right. But they do a fantastic job of layering in new stuff. Second verse, we get some more layers that sort of come in with some synths and some horn, like really subdued in the background, but they're supporting the band. And it's kind of funny because, I mean, most bands do this, and most people who have like a real producer know how to build energy in a song that repeats itself by layering in new instruments. That's not like a bizarre thing to do. But sometimes it's usually like, make the drums a little busier, or now do a fuller strumming pattern, or add new instruments. Yeah. But I feel like, I don't know if it's their producer who does this or they're just really good arrangers, but I feel like throughout this album and on the song, they do this very well.
It seems to me like they're just cooking with bolder flavors.
Yeah.
Like the band's which is funny, the whole discourse thing or whatever. It seems like they're really sold on it, and their producer's really sold on it. It's full buy-in. It's not the producer begging them to try something.
Yeah.
They're already hip to it. They're just emphasizing it more.
Yeah. Then you get to this bridge, which has essence of Styx to me.
You have Styx.
Yeah.
For me, it's like pumpkins, Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Just with more clarity.
Yeah. Yes. That's where the Styx comes in.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, same thing there. It's a good departure from what you have, but it's so weird to mix these genres, and I feel like that the chorus that actually has a little bit more of that 80s sort of like reminiscence.
People are funny, but are they real?
Yeah.
That major walk down.
Yeah. And I'll mention it here, and I'll mention the next song. Some of those specific vocal lines I get Mike Patton from Faith No More.
Okay.
And in the next song, I'll get a little bit of Mike Patton.
I mean, they were living in that. If you
Yeah.
think about what must have been ringing through their ears.
Yeah. Except not as nasally as Mike Patton, but
No.
yeah.
Mike Patton's got a new project right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He hooked up with the Avett Brothers, and they have this song that they keep rolling on TMD right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they call themselves like Avett Patton, but it's like AVVTPTTN.
Uh-huh.
It's like the name.
Yeah.
Cool little indie thing.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a really good song. And again, the whole like, I definitely get that Radiohead vibe that comes in here, but then it does not end that way because they have the horns, they have this rock thing. The horns still have the roots of ska. They don't go away. They're essentially ska horns with just like a straight rocking chorus that goes along with it.
This is the first song of the three that doesn't have any reference to like a backbeat.
Yeah.
Up, like a Sublimey type thing. This one's totally
Straight rock.
new.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad. And that was a nice read. The Radiohead reference I can't unhear now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Song number 4. 4 letters and 2 words.
Yeah. And specifically Karma Police, by the way.
Yeah.
Not Karma Police. I said Karma Police.
No, you're thinking dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the song now, but
It's Fake Plastic Trees? No.
Nope.
It's oh, darn it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
down.
Okay, it'll come to me.
Yeah.
No, Paranoid Android.
Yes, thank you.
It just took a second.
Yes.
Oof. I swear, we listen to music.
Yeah.
All right, 4 letters and 2 words.
Okay. The bass. The bass.
Rip
The
it.
bass.
Lead bass, anybody?
Holy crap. Oh my God. It is so good, but I'm harping on it. And it's throughout this whole thing, and he's so clean and just playing.
It's fluid.
It is fluid. It is beautiful. There's string control. It's muted, but not muted. I don't even know how to describe how like it's not super resonant.
Now listen to the song, y'all.
But
Like,
it's
awesome.
it's not that either. You're hearing each tone. And
It
so good.
carries the verses
yeah.
because the guitar is sitting in like this beautiful like delay valley.
Yep.
Horns are essentially inactive except for these cool trailing things they do.
Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, especially in the chorus. Yeah.
So this is a bass and drum song
yeah.
a lot of the time.
Yeah. Oh my God. So,
It's a cool song.
I don't have much else to say. I mean, it's just listen to 4 letters and 2 words. Probably my favorite song on the album, except for we might have a disagreement coming up later.
A disagreement.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
you tipped your hand on something.
Oh, my favorite song?
Yeah,
I don't think you know my favorite unless I said it like last week.
yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I really love this song.
Yeah.
At 377,000 listens, go ahead and just like add another 0 to the end of that.
Yeah, it's pretty underserved. I think it's a top 3er. Or like this song to me had radio potential or fame potential.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
yeah,
And you get equal part, like, I mean, the best part about Steve's writing and his singing and his performance is you can hear every word he says. Nothing is buried. It's all cohesive at all times.
Yeah.
And he's not speaking in freaking tongues. Like, he's generally like a Hemingway-ass writer. Like, he will just tell you
yeah.
what it is you need to hear. You don't have to do a lot of like, code searching to get there.
Now, do you think "Funny How" is a Goodfellas reference?
I never thought about that. might be. He
Think of funny how.
funny how.
Funny how.
they seem intelligent enough to pull that off. Specifically him. That's good. Wow. Okay. So this one just rips in your mind.
What's that?
This one just rips.
Just rips. Yeah.
Great.
It's just listen to the bass.
This and Too Much Stereo in my ear
Yep.
feel like they're kind of in their own category. Energy and production wise.
Yeah.
Like I said, the album kind of has a coat of gloss, but that's just one of my notes.
Yeah.
Number 5, Liar, Liar.
Here's where all the name drops will happen. So there's the intro drum fill and the guitar tone. We're dancing around Glorified G by Pearl Jam.
Yep.
But that's where the similarity ends because the guitar lick's closer to Red Hot Chili Peppers meets Blues Traveler.
Okay. I mean, all of these of the time.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not saying that, yes, it's of the time.
For those who haven't recorded an album before, one of the things we do, whether you're sitting in my seat working the computer or you're the guy on one of the instruments, been both, is you are telling a producer or you're asking the musicians, all right, what do you want this to sound like? And we're all choosing points of reference from stuff we're listening to.
Right.
That is not new.
Yeah, there's nobody who says, I feel like that everything above 250 hertz should sound like this. Like, no one's doing that.
No, they're like, hey, how did Third Eye Blind do this?
All right,
I want that.
I want John Bonham's drum sound.
That's right. Very common statements.
Yep. This is also cool because of the modulations, the key changes in this one.
Yes.
Songs in, I think, C, it modulates to B and then up to D. Like it's bouncing around. So it goes down a half step and then up to the, it's very cool. Not abrupt, but it gives a very cool lift to the song.
If you don't know you're listening to modulations, you're going to feel mood or emotion change.
Yeah.
If you do know, you're going to go, that's cool.
Yeah. It struck me. And I get a lot of 80s.
This one has like anthem.
Yep. The pre-chorus and chorus specifically. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Feel to it, which I think
Yeah.
definitely strokes that 80s.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. This is another really good one. The modulations stroke the music nerd in me.
Of course.
For sure. The 80s strokes the part of me who grew up in the 80s.
Done.
Yeah. Very good. And then it's just so cool that I love when I can go through a journey on a song. Like I just said, going through Glorified G, then Red Hot Chili Peppers to Blues Travelers, like all like mixed together in a beautiful like stew.
Yeah. It's a very interesting tune. There's not a lot of songs like this.
Yeah.
Period. And so you're kind of like wondering, like, where did they pull that structure from, you know?
And this was probably the song, when I said I was hearing sameness, this was probably the one that woke me up. Even though it's not my favorite song, but it's very interesting.
It's not my favorite either, but where it sits so far, you really don't have a lot of similarity.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
Song number 6, I Go Home.
Do you?
I mean, not often.
No.
I'm bad at being home.
So now here's another weird mashup, because we're in the ska land for sure. I get my 311 vibes, but now the singing, I get Queensryche. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much Queensryche you've ever listened to. Probably none.
None.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll put that on my list. That's some
very little.
Yeah. Which is not an insult, because Jeff Tate, who's the singer from Queensryche, is a phenomenal singer. But there's a vocal presentation in the harmonies on this that is the anthemic.
Oh my God.
I Go Home.
It might be some of the best vocal moments on the entire album.
Yeah.
That huge chorus.
Yeah. And I couldn't nail a specific Queensryche song that it is. Actually, I started going through, I'm like, is it this one? No, is it this
No,
one?
more like in the style
Yeah.
of.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
never mind, it's not. Yeah, but it's.
If you're cooking, it has a lot of the same ingredients.
It is. This song makes me happy because, again, it's a dual genre song, right? The chorus, there's no ska in that chorus.
Nope.
This is straight rock song, rock anthem.
And they found a way to push some into the verse.
Yeah.
Against all odds, may
Yeah.
I add.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, this is where they're fantastic arrangers.
Yeah.
To be able to meld these two styles together. so seamlessly.
There are some swirling delay effects flying through the song.
Yeah.
It's really ambient in that sense.
Yes.
In that sense.
Yes.
There's, of course.
You're not studying to this song. Yeah.
No. Don't take ambient that way, kiddos.
No.
That's a misused word. There's a level of air here, but you still get that very signature Urge solid drum and bass performance where they're kind of holding it down. The funny part is this album is not a guitar feature. It's more a drum and bass unit with a lot of color.
But there's great guitar playing throughout this album.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But like so much restraint in that sense too.
Yeah. Probably because you have a bass player who is
more
running
movement,
running the show.
And this is a great example of that.
Yeah. Banger.
Yeah. This is my favorite song on the album. Always has been.
Yeah.
Say a Prayer, song 7.
Say a Prayer. This is here more 1980s.
Yes.
But it feels like 311 had a love child with The Cult.
The Cult. Okay. I'm into it.
I love the acoustic intro to this song. It's beautiful. Now we get some guitar feature.
Yep.
We get the acoustic stuff.
Well, it's not the first time we've had kind of that scooping guitar intro. We've had that already once on this album.
Yeah. But once the verse comes in, now Carl's back into bassland. Mm-hmm. But there's a 2 and 4 like guitar chord thing that now all of a sudden I'm getting in excess.
So that's where I would have gone earlier too. I really like that reference.
Yeah.
That's the most 80s part of this for me.
Mm-hmm. Which, and again, this is not a dig because I love the fact that we're getting this like 80s revival blended with ska and rock. Like when some of the heaviness that comes through with some of these guitar parts, almost like a new metal level, like power chords that come in, especially
the saturation of the chords and the sustain.
Yeah.
One of the things that you can say here, I can say here, this is Carl with a C's preference.
Yep.
Is I think I would have enjoyed a lot more 80s music had I enjoyed the tonality of the 80s more. Mm-hmm. Here you get all the trappings of going into the millennia.
Yeah.
Much better sound in my opinion, but maybe my ears just tuned that way.
Yeah.
But you still are, you hear what they grew up on.
Right. Yeah. And that's what it is. They're playing their influences here and just reinterpolating them into, again, this beautiful, non-conventional, but totally accessible.
Yeah. This song's a little scathing if you look at the lyrics.
Yeah, it is. I didn't go deep into the lyrics, but it's, yeah.
This story here is great. He often just spits daggers at people. This one hits hard because Say a Prayer feels like it's merciful. It's not.
Yeah. Well, you said the earlier stuff is a little bit more punk.
Oh, it is.
And there's
songs called like Going to the Liquor Store, Go Inside and Get My Pickle.
Mm-hmm. Like, is it like Thirsty and Miserable by Black Flag?
No, not quite. It's as much more TV Party.
Okay. Got it. And if you know what we're talking about, go back and listen to our episode on the album Damaged by Black Flag.
God, that was early on in the game. Huh?
Yeah.
That was season ago.
That was a season ago.
Actually, no, we're in pussies. That was seasons ago.
Yeah.
Come at us. So that was Say a Prayer, song number 7. Song number 8, Welcome to Gunville.
What is happening with this? It's, I don't know. I mean, the beginning is explosive. I mean, it's Welcome to Gunville. This is where we're going to be doing some shooting in Gunville. It's happy.
It's funny. It's happy, but it's also like Happy Maniac.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. No. It's
crazy.
Like
Ren and Stimpy happy.
Yeah. Yes. That's actually perfect. That is a perfect way to codify it.
Happy, joy.
Right. Obviously, it's ironic, but
yes. There's a statement here.
Can I mention the bass line coax in this?
Going bananas. The guitar tracks hit a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But he's following the bass, not the other way around.
Yes. Yeah.
This is a rocker of a song.
Yeah, this is get your devil horns out and go.
Welcome to Gunville. Are you trigger happy or maybe trigger sad?
Yeah. But there's a really cool like jangly acoustic guitar part that sort of like settles you among sort of the raucousness of this song. I don't even know how to really describe that guitar part, but
I think jangly might be the best.
Yeah.
The best you could throw at it.
Which was so like
it's arguably out of place, but I don't want the song without it.
Yeah, and I feel like it's ironic too.
I think there's a lot of irony in all of the writing.
Yeah.
If you go back and listen to some of the more punk stuff, I mean, you gotta be clever to pull off some of the stuff that they do and say.
Yeah.
They're certainly capable of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, in a song called Welcome to Gunville, you can expect some irony.
Yeah, I enjoy this song. Not my favorite, but it's a fun listen.
It's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
If you want some noise.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It's good. It's good.
But it is gleefully major, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so weird given how dark the topic is.
Number 9, Living on the Surface.
Should I mention that Carl's bass is killing?
Dan found a new favorite bass player this week.
Oh my God. But here I feel I get more Red Hot Chili Pepper vibes in this song for sure until the horns come in. Yeah. And then it's closer to the brand new heavies.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because this song definitely is, it doesn't have the same flavor as the past few.
No.
Especially because I don't think there's a moment they turn on the distortion pedal at all in this song.
No, well, there's heavier tone. The chorus is a bit heavier.
Chorus,
the chorus,
that's right.
Because Queensryche comes back into the picture in the chorus. It's
man, it's pretty smooth ride during these verses.
Yeah. Yeah. The verse is beautiful. Yeah. Brand new heavies is the closest I could come to there.
Wow. I'm so happy that'll be in the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yes. Where does this song rank on the album for you?
This might be my favorite song.
Yeah. I'd put it top 3.
Yeah.
It's incredibly unique.
Yep.
He has a cool way of surfing his lyrics over it.
Yeah, I wish I'd had a time to spend more time looking at the lyrics.
In all fairness, we had 5 days to do this challenge.
Yeah.
Because when we assigned these to each other, it was late Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's very reasonable Tuesday evening of the next week.
And we just released our first video podcast for which I had to work out the kinks of that production.
This will be videotaped too. By the way, it looks good. Thank you.
Yeah, but unfortunately, while it took a good amount of time to do that, I can't be listening intently and looking at lyrics while editing a video. So unfortunately, it cut into a little bit of my preparation time.
It is okay.
But
there's a lot to absorb in this album.
Yeah, this whole album is it's dense. There are a lot of fantastic ingredients, and
mainly bass.
It's all about that bass, man. I mean, there's a lot to this. I should probably be doing more justice to this. I do like the heavy guitar tone in the chorus, and the Queensryche epicness of.
They have a way of even further accentuating his voice, and its stacks.
Yeah,
and a really good chunk of verb and delay tends to do the trick.
What's so crazy is he could just crush a straight ska band. He could just crush a straight rock band.
He could also just crush like a musical theater program.
Yeah.
Like his diction's there.
Yeah.
It's really wild.
Yeah, he's very articulate.
And so you get, I mean, just like, I wouldn't be surprised he was like, I just want to be like reggae Freddie Mercury. I'd be like, yeah, go.
Yeah.
Like,
and he has in his high chest voice is fantastic, perfectly clean. Not really a lick of vibrato in his voice.
When he does it, it's never a crutch.
Yeah.
And he started, that's where I could stick with it.
Yeah, like even going back to I Go Home, he's holding that note, which is actually similar to, that's where I get the Queensryche reference.
Yep.
Jeff Tate does use vibrato, but he also doesn't. He'll just hold a note, like
sometimes they like tail it off at the end with a little vibrato.
So there's a ho-ohm, right? There's the dip, I guess the melisma when they on the vowel. I'm back a couple songs now, but he's just holding that note, and then when the harmonies come in and just support him in that
chord's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's like a beautiful bell.
It is.
Of harmony.
Such a nice moment.
Yeah.
Anything else on Living on the Surface?
No.
I like that the song goes out the same way it goes in.
Yep.
Which is kind of a nice trail as well.
Yeah, it's so good.
All right, song number 10, Push On Like Flintstone.
Now, you said this is your least favorite.
It is.
Here's why it's not mine. Because, again, we have some 311. I'm not saying they're taking from 311. I'm just saying if you want to reference, there's some 311 vibe mixed with King's X.
Okay.
But the intro bass line reminds me of the song Rearranged.
Just think about it.
Rearranged by Limp Bizkit.
I was waiting for it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that 159. Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah. And I could not think of the name of the song Rearranged. And so I'm like, sometimes AI is better Google than Google.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, what's the Limp Bizkit song that starts with a bass line? And he says, think about it a bunch of times. Just think about it.
Oh, there it is.
And it listed every Limp Bizkit song. I'm like, none of those are it.
Helpful.
None of those are it. I'm like, well, this one starts off with and it gives me all the descriptions about the bass. And I'm like, no. I said, this is like a funky bass with like scratching and think about it. Just think about it. And it's like, are you thinking of Flight of the Conchords? I'm like, no, I'm not thinking of Flight of the Conchords, even though Think About It is a fantastic song by Flight of the Conchords.
That's hilarious.
And then finally I just go to YouTube. I'm like, just think about it. Just think about it. Limp Bizkit.
Boom. First song.
Yep. So sometimes YouTube or Google is the best Google.
Back to analog, baby.
Yeah. But, and then you have the drop D heaviness in that chorus. That's the King's X part.
Yeah.
And some of the harmonies that come on here. So I like, because I love King's X. And so that's why this song raises up for me, because it's not really like anything else on the album.
I don't have a reason why I don't like it. And by the way, I'd rather listen to this than not listen to it.
Yeah.
Just in the collection of songs, I think always felt like this was the one I could pass. You know what? And there's, we've talked about this before on the show, like listener's fatigue. By the time you're at 10th song of 11, all right, I think interest wanes. When you look at numbers, it almost always does.
Yeah. And the critique on this album is you never get a break.
No, not at all. We talked about this during King Crimson.
Right.
Like by the time we got to the third song, I was happy for my break. You know?
And you don't get a break on this album, which is, I'll say, unfortunate, because it could be one of the reasons that people fatigue. Because you look at the back half of this album, we're not even in the 100,000s on listens.
Yeah, like, I mean, Liar Liar, song number 5 all the way through 11, nothing breaks 100,000 listens.
Yeah, which is really unfortunate, because even though I gave that critique, there's not a song in here I don't like.
Yeah, no, it's a really good album.
It's a really good album.
All right, so last tune, Warning, Warning.
This is what I thought I was going to be listening to, this song.
Yeah.
That's what I thought this whole album was going to be, is this song. Because we start off with this Timbali. We're in ska land. This is it. We get soca later on, but this is no Daddy Yankee soca. This is like
16 notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, it's a great way to end the album. And I would say that, especially if you look at a bookend from what is this, even though it has ska flavorings, this is way more in the pocket of ska here. I love that you start with a question, right? And then you go to this thing, and even though the song is really warning you, it still feels celebratory to me.
Oh, yeah.
Which is weird, because I didn't get into all the lyrical content of it, but this song is just a fantastic way to make you want to hear more.
It's a nice sounding song. I love the instrumentation and the way it all talks in this tune.
Yeah.
He's not saying anything particularly
Interesting
it's actually one of his weaker presentations on the album, but it's not like his instrument's forgotten. The groove on it's so damn good. Yeah. It's so signature Urge.
So the band is really the showcase more than anything in this song.
And
I think it's a good way
the
to
horns
put it.
get a really good piece of this one, which is nice.
Yeah. Because they're throughout the album and they're fantastic, but they're not. I thought I was going to get a lot more horns.
You get rock horns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. There's another band that popped in my head. Are you familiar with the Heavy Metal Horns?
That's the band name? No.
Yeah. I don't know how far they got. They were a Boston-based band, and they I have one of their albums, and they're phenomenal. They're like Tower of Power quality horn section, but they have their own band, and they've toured with people. I just wasn't sure if they really made it out of Boston.
Kind of like cracked it. Yeah.
They've toured with major acts, but they might just be, here's my horn section, just like everybody in Snarky Puppy, like plays with somebody else,
some other outfit,
right? Because who does Ye Jennings? Is he?
I think he's under his own name now.
But he was like Justin Timberlake.
He was in Justin Timberlake. You could see him in the Tiny Desk concert,
right? And Bob Reynolds is with John Mayer.
Isn't Bob Reynolds with
yeah, right. So all the Snarky Puppy people play with other Grammy Award winning artists.
The funny part is Maz's band is him singing.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm gonna say thanks for recommending this album to me. I've really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you gave it the time. You gave it some listens, and it, to me, will always hold such a special place. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was, when reflecting on it, and I was like, all right, what am I after, Dan? There's a pressure to give you something that I always feel like is musically complex, because you just have that brain on you. You like to tear things apart. And though you're not going to find any odd time signatures on here, I thought you would find the performances to be really good.
Fantastic players.
Yeah.
And I really, the only thing that makes me sad is that they're not more popular.
It would be cool to get something out of them,
Yeah.
Because they didn't hit.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, I'd hit it.
I would hit it too. I would hit it.
Oh, what a fun season 2 of...
Yeah. And they have some cool album covers too. All their album covers are pretty interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. If you're into more punky stuff, definitely look backwards. I think that some of the other two, Master of Styles has some really cool twisted ska stuff. Receiving the Gift of Flavor is a punk rock album, through and through.
I almost gave you a punk rock album for this exercise.
Well, you can give it to me next time.
I might give you the one that's closer to this as far as the how come we don't hear about them.
About halfway through this, I decided which album I'm going to give you in 20 weeks.
Nice.
Well, until then, I'm Carl Carter Fansteel.
I'm Dan Woodard.
See you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Backward Speeds Podcast is a Tunawood production recorded live at Thought Shack Studios in Halethorpe, Maryland.
If you enjoyed the show, make sure to subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You can find us at Backward Speeds Podcast on most platforms.
Share the love, and we'll see you next week for another deep dive into the next album on Rolling Stone Magazine's Top 500 list. Until then, salt your melons.